Hey skiers, it's Bob with skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got a new one for you today. It's a Kastle MX74, and I really like this ski. I get excited about these kind of narrow all-mountain skis just because there's not a whole lot out there. This MX74 is going to fit in to a narrower all-mountain category that it really stands out on its own. Usually when you're getting into a 74 millimeter waist, you're looking at a front side or a slightly wider front side ski. A Nordica Spitfire 74 comes to mind, but that ski is a lot more race inspired as opposed to this being the narrower version of the MX line. So 88, 84, 74. That's putting it at the narrower of the all-mountain versus something like that Spitfire or another ski that's 74 or 75 underfoot. That is a wider version of a race ski or an on-piste specific ski. So you're getting a little bit more versatility here. If you don't want to be locked into that race-like mentality, but you still want something that carves really, really clean turns and has a narrower waist, this is a great option, and it's one of the only ones. So there's just not a whole lot out there like this. Really shows Kastle's commitment to the front side, to the on-piste aspect of the sport, and the fact that they make this ski really just shows their commitment to that side of it. New this year, we get a new wood core. It's called Infinicore. They use their all-mountain format for this MX74. So through the middle of the ski, we get a blend of poplar and beech stringers. And then on the outer portions, it is all poplar stringers. So more dense and strong through the center, and then a little bit more light and flexible as you get to the outer side. So just making that stability and smoothness part of the deal while allowing skiers to make, just have a little bit more success in terms of accessing the torsional stiffness or lack thereof along the sides of the ski. You know, when you get a full-on race core, like they make Infinicore Race for their RX series, and that's just full-on poplar and beech throughout, just gives it a little bit more rugged of a style. Whereas this all-mountain style is just a little bit more amenable to skiers who don't want that full-on race solid performance. They do want to be able to flex their skis a little bit. And then we do get 2 sheets of metal in this thing as well, in addition to 2 layers of pre-preg fiberglass layers. So it adds a lot of stiffness and energy when you have those consistent fiberglass laminates that are layered throughout the ski along the core and the metal. Pretty sophisticated construction overall for sure. And then in the tips, we get a new Holotech Evo tip here. Metal goes around the front, a little bit of a gap, and then it hooks back into the metal laminate right above where that Holotech layer starts. And that's just really making the very front of the ski a lot smoother and more stable without being too rough or rugged. So there is a little bit of flex here in the very shovel, and then it's very stiff and sturdy throughout, really kind of culminating in this race-like tail. So big chunk of metal here back in the tail, really squared off and sharp and angular. I will put these on the scale. They do have a system plate on them. Usually that accounts for about 200 grams. This is the 164. We're at just about 2,000, so maybe 1,800, let's say, for the ski. It definitely feels like a very solid and strong performer, both in your hand and on your feet on snow. In terms of shape, we pair that 74 millimeter waist, and that gets a 14 meter turn radius. We're kind of getting into that shorter turn arc as these MX series of skis get wider. They also feature longer turn shapes. So stands to reason that this 74 would be the most slalom-ish of the group, although you can get stability at speed as well. But yeah, really kind of focuses on that short turn style on groomed terrain. And kind of not a ton of underfoot camber, certainly some. Kastle relies on the construction, those fiberglass layers to really energize the ski as opposed to building the camber into it. And some tip rocker kind of lines up with where the tip shape starts, but overall not terribly rockered of a ski. They're really focused more on front side performance. Just a slight bit of splay here in the tail, but overall very sharp and very rigid back there. So that's emphasizing that front side aspect, while the tip shape is just slightly amenable to more all-mountain performance. But I think that most people are going to spend most of their time on groomers and in on-piste formats. That's where this thing really shines. So make sure you check out the new Kastle MX74 here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.